The film begins with Buddy narrating the harrowing events leading up to the Civil War within the Eastern Slav Republic, a fictional nation born from the dissolution of the Soviet Union. The story unfolds amidst the turmoil and devastation of war, where the corrupt President Svetlana Belikova has been consolidating power. Her increasingly successful campaigns against the rebels, led by Buddy, have forced them to resort to the use of bioorganic weapons, BOWs, to even the odds. The news of these horrific weapons reaches the ears of Leon S. Kennedy, a seasoned U.S. government agent, prompting him to infiltrate the Eastern Slav Republic to investigate and stop the threat. Upon arriving in the war-torn nation, Leon receives a message from his mission support, Ingrid Hunnigan. She informs him that the U.S. government has ordered an immediate evacuation of all American forces from the region due to the escalating danger. However, Leon, driven by his commitment to prevent the spread of BOWs, decides to disobey orders. He discards his phone and ventures further into the perilous city streets, determined to uncover the truth and neutralize the threat. In a dimly lit parking garage, Leon discovers his CIA contact, codenamed Scarecrow, who is gravely injured. Scarecrow, with his last breaths, manages to utter the cryptic words, "Beekeeper," which triggers a memory in Leon of a honeybee van he had seen earlier. Before Leon can fully comprehend the significance of this clue, a licker, a grotesque, mutated creature, attacks and kills Scarecrow. During the ensuing struggle, Leon is knocked unconscious but is mysteriously spared when a shadowy figure, seemingly able to control the licker, commands the creature to cease its attack. Leon awakens to find himself bound and captive. He is confronted by three rebel leaders, JD, Buddy, and the ailing Ataman, Ivan Judanovich. JD exhibits a mild curiosity about Leon, expressing a fascination with American culture, while Buddy remains stoic and distant. Ivan, visibly ill and coughing violently, shows signs of severe health deterioration. Meanwhile, President Belikova convenes a meeting with Ada Wong, who is posing as a BSA agent. Ada explains the master-slave dynamic between humans and BOWs through the dominant strain of the virus, providing insight into how these weapons are controlled. Suddenly, Belikova's forces launch an attack on the rebels' hideout. During the chaos, Ivan begins to show signs of turning into an undead creature. Despite their efforts to fend off the attackers, the rebels are forced to retreat, dragging the infected Ivan with them. Leon, managing to elude capture, overhears Ivan pleading with Buddy to kill him before he fully turns. Buddy, with great reluctance and disgust, fulfills Ivan's request. Separated from Buddy, Leon stumbles upon JD, rescuing him from several infected rebels who have turned into Plaga hosts. These creatures relentlessly pursue the duo through the sewers until they barely escape to the city streets. There, they witness in horror as a soldier is forcibly infected with a Plaga spore. JD leads Leon to a church where the remaining rebels are hiding. Inside, Leon tries to reason with Buddy, urging him to abandon the use of the Plagas. However, Buddy, driven by his thirst for vengeance, rebuffs Leon's advice. JD reveals Buddy's tragic backstory to Leon. Once a pacifist, Buddy became a rebel after a government bombing mistakenly targeted the school where he worked, killing his wife and students. This traumatic event drove Buddy to take up arms against the government. Leon, understanding the depth of Buddy's pain, leaves to stop him, just as the infected begin surrounding the church. Leon returns to the place where Buddy had entered, only to find it abandoned and the Plaga strain taken. He encounters Ada Wong, who he suspects is responsible for the outbreak due to her past missions. Ada denies involvement, explaining her primary mission is to retrieve a sample. She flirtatiously reminds Leon of a previous encounter, to which he replies that any continuation of their past interactions will have to wait. Ada warns Leon of an impending purge by Belikova's forces before escaping into the night. Leon rushes back to the church, now overrun by the infected. He finds JD, the sole survivor but mortally wounded and turning. JD hands Leon his weapons and armored vest just before Buddy arrives. As JD begins to transform, he confesses his true motives for fighting, to be with his friends. Leon, filled with sorrow, ends JD's suffering. Leon confronts Buddy once more, pleading with him to abandon the Plagas. Buddy declines and escapes as the church is bombed, narrowly missing Leon. The next day, President Belikova delves deeper into Ada's true identity, discovering her deception. She confronts Ada during a tense team meeting, leading to a fierce hand-to-hand combat. The fight ends in a draw, with both women demonstrating their formidable combat skills. The phone rings, and Ada tries to escape, but a metal door closes off the room's exit, revealing that the office also functions as an elevator. Buddy launches an attack on the Capitol, leading a squad of lickers that swiftly decimate Belikova's soldiers. Leon makes his way past the palace gate to bloody corpses lying about. Inside, he is attacked by two lickers and attempts to escape through double doors, revealing a large shaft where elevator descended. Ada awakens to find herself tied to the ceiling but manages to free herself by using a hidden knife she had stored within her high heels. She makes her way to the main hive control and encounters Leon. Together, they discover the main hive control, uncovering Belikova's true plans. However, they are soon confronted by Belikova and her soldiers. The arrival of Buddy and his lickers causes chaos, allowing Ada to escape. Leon, fearing the worst, confirms Buddy has used the Plaga strain. Despite his efforts to stop him, Leon is overwhelmed by the lickers and soldiers. Buddy confronts Belikova, who hides behind bulletproof glass. She unleashes her own bows, two formidable tyrants, to eliminate the rebels. Leon and Buddy form an uneasy alliance, narrowly escaping the palace basement. Pursued by a relentless tyrant, Buddy distracts it with liquors while Leon detonates a petroleum truck, seemingly destroying the creature. However, the tyrant emerges from the flames, undeterred. Buddy, commandeering a tank, collides with the tyrant. Leon uses the tank to decapitate the beast, ending its threat. As they crawl from the overturned tank, Leon asks Buddy if he's up for a few beers. Buddy agrees, provided Leon buys. Facing the effects of his infection, Buddy insists Leon leave him behind as two more tyrants approach. Leon declines, carrying Buddy with him as the tyrants give chase. Meanwhile, Belikova prepares her address to the nation, only to be interrupted by news of the American and Russian invasion. Cornered at a water fountain, Leon prepares for a last stand against the tyrants. Just then, US jets arrive, destroying the tyrants. Leon realizes the Americans had been monitoring him all along. Disheartened, Leon watches the battles unfold, while Buddy laments his losses. Buddy begs Leon to kill him, fearing he will turn into a monster. Leon refuses, stating there must be something to live for. He shoots Buddy in the spine, preventing the Plaga's control. 3 days later, Leon is in his hotel room, drinking and reflecting on the mission. He expresses disappointment to Hunnigan about the intervention's timing, criticizing the self-interest of the US and Russia. Hunnigan insists good has been done, but Leon remains cynical, ending the call abruptly. Meanwhile, a reformed Buddy, now in a wheelchair, is shown happily resuming his role as a teacher, finding new purpose in life. In a post-credits scene, Ada speaks to her employer about the Plaga sample, negotiating its fate. She is impressed by the removal of her international arrest warrant, but remains undecided about her next move. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more epic recaps and showdowns. Cheers!